Hello, it's Laura Davalo here with a super sweet card featuring an interactive cookie wreath. Moving the pull tab back and forth will make 3 of the cookies rotate. I started by die cutting and assembling the elements from the Milk and Cookies dynamics. Using the inlay technique, shading, and touches of glossy accents will make them look extra yummy, especially those chocolate chip cookies. I used Craft Premium Dyke ink for this, and look at the difference between these two. Off camera, I did some ink smooshing on a panel of smooth white cardstock, and here I'm using first the Milk Chocolate Premium Dye ink and then Versamark to stamp and clear emboss the sentiment from the cookie crumb set. It has some adorable phrases, by the way. For the mechanism, I used the pull tab slider dynamics to cut 2 pull tabs as well as 2 1/4-inch wide and 5 3/4-inch long strips. I also die cut 6 banners with one of the dies from the money card dynamics. You can choose a similar shape from your stash or even cut them with your paper trimmer. Next, we need to stack them in pairs for some added strength. So these are the 6 elements that we'll need to make the cookies rotate. Here I'm planning the placement of them. Thanks to our linkages or rotating elements, the cookie to the left of the pull tab will rotate clockwise and the other 2 anti-clockwise. We'll use one of the strips to link them to the pull tab, but you'll see that in just a minute. First, let's punch 3 holes in our main panel. I marked the center of each cookie with a pen, and then off camera I used the 1/2 inch circle die from the money tag dynamics for this. Off camera I cut a second same-sized panel with the largest die from the A2 stitched rectangle stack set 1 dynamics, and here I'm marking it so that we can punch some holes for the brads. I also used the same tool to pierce the edges of the rotating elements. There we go. And here I skipped ahead a little bit. Off camera I wrapped the 1/4-inch wide strip around my pull tab, trimmed it and glued it to create the collar piece that I adhered centered to the lower edge of the panel, and now I'm linking the rotating elements to the panel with mini brads. I decided to cut the sharp corners of the linkages just in case. We also need to trim about 3/4 of an inch of the length of these 2 so that they can rotate freely. There we go. Okay, now we need to link them to the pull tab. I'm adding some glue to the edge of this second strip of paper and tucking it behind the pull tab. Once it's firmly attached, we're going to add more glue at about 1 1/4 inches from the top. Let's test and see if those elements are rotating well before moving on. I rotated the 3rd element upwards, and now we can add more glue just below it, about 1 3/8 of an inches from the previous drop of glue. We also need to trim both the strip and the rotating element since they are too long, and I did it off camera. I decided to add another color piece to make the pull tab more stable. Before adhering it to the panel, let me just mark the spot where we need to add some foam tape to act as a stop so that the pull tab can't slide too far. And now I can attach the color piece to the panel, which is easier said than done. I decided to do it with thin score tape so that I could wiggle the backing off from behind it. Luckily, it worked out nicely. And here I noticed that the pull tab was catching on the edge of the strip, so I trimmed it a smidge with my scissors and rubbed it with my nail to make sure that it wasn't sticking up. Next, we can adhere the mechanism panel to the A2 card base of milk chocolate cardstock and add 2 layers of foam tape to the front of it. After the main panel is in its place, we can check the mechanism before adding slivers of thick foam tape around the brads. I decided to make the rotating cookie stand out a little more by adding another layer of foam on top And since I ran out of the round ones, I just trimmed the corners of these square ones. And now that the main cookies are in their places, we can better see the rotation of the mechanism. Here I'm adhering the heart from the all occasions icons dynamics in the center. I cut 3 of them out of cotton candy cardstock, layered them with liquid glue, and added some glossy accents on top. I love how it looks, and it goes so nicely with the sentiment. I still haven't gotten a new set of interactive labels set to replace my lost pull stamp, so I'm using a little enamel triangle as a prompt. Since I didn't have a matching one, I colored one with a dark brown Copic marker. Okay, let's add a couple of matching mini enamel stars and we're done. This interactive cookie wreath looks delicious, doesn't it? Thank you so much for staying with me until the end. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed the tutorial and leave a comment if you have any questions. Bye bye, hasta la próxima.